episode of MATC Now, we'll meet with a music teacher who's an MATC alum. Later, we'll see some hardworking MATC moms in action. And lastly, Chef Rex will teach you how to make a refreshing salad. All this and more coming up on MATC Now. And welcome to MATC Now. I'm your host, Courtney Bondar. I don't know about you, but I love the music culture here in Milwaukee. Now, whether you're interested in singing, playing guitar, playing piano, or even playing the ukulele, my co-host, Jenna Conroy, plays all these instruments. She's a student in the music program and joining me here today to share more information about the program here at MATC. Hello, Jenna. How are you doing this morning?
I'm good, thank you.
It's good to have you here. Thank you for joining me this morning. But we'll talk a little bit later. First, we have our field correspondent, Joe Keefe, in the Nail Tech and Beauty Department. What's going on over there?
Hello and welcome. I'm your field correspondent, Joe. And in today's hectic world, it's really hard to stay beautiful. And I think that's something we all can get used to. And I think I'm in a very specific department that's going to help you out with just that, coming up in just a minute.
That's wonderful. We'll check back on you later in the show. Without a doubt, everyone has some kind of liking towards music. Here at MATC, we have a music department for newcomers who want to learn about music and how to create their own.
Melody, harmony, rhythm, expression. These are just some of the elements that go into music. A musician must know how to construct these elements into the desired vision. So, where should an aspiring musician look to start if they would want to learn the principles of writing music? MATC's Music Occupation Program helps students find how to get their first step forward into their lifelong musical journey.
So students are generally not prepared to be professional musicians when they get here, so the whole point is to turn that into something that sounds a little more professional.
I think students and instructors face many challenges, one being just trying to make sure the work is done on time, right? Just like the students turn in assignments, instructors have the weight of correcting or grading those assignments in a time period that will actually help the student get better.
Other challenges include people sort of thinking that music is supposed to be pleasurable all the time, that it's just, you know, something that is an escape or a hobby, but it's a profession like any other and it requires constant work. People would come to a program like this as opposed to learning on their own for many reasons. One, networking is a big part of being a musician. It's really hard to do it as a solo artist, but it's of course it's very doable. Two, I think that when you're learning on your own, you're insulated in your own skills or lack of skills and methodologies.
Networking is a crucial element that students learn here, one that Kashina, a graduate of the program herself, has experienced.
I have so many memories. I think the biggest one would be how much I felt at home here. I was able to completely explore everything I wanted musically. I came from gospel. I wanted more than jazz. Here, I was able to do jazz, rock, gospel, reggae. I did everything. The instructors were incredible with helping me get through those really difficult life challenges. And they are all so very special to me right now. I look up to them. They're in my heart because they're the reason why I'm able to do what I do confidently. I came in with very little confidence. Now I'm like, oh, my instructor Hal told me to do it this way, or Robbie told me to do it this way, and it never fails. And to be an instructor now, it's crazy. It's like full circle. I did the work, never really expected to be here as an instructor, so I am always just like, wow, this is my life now. Give me the air guitar again. That was just classic. And the
thing about music that fascinates me is it can alter your emotions immediately. A drug can't do that.
The passion and hunger for music is the driving force behind both the instructors and students. And this course is the final element in their aspirations. If you're a student looking for that final push into music as a career, this program will be a perfect fit.
Something in the way, yeah.
We're doing a Working Moms Day celebration, of course in honor of Women's History Month, but also Working Moms Day is a national event. It's actually on March 12th of every year. This year it fell on a Saturday. So as part of the MATC Employee Parent Affinity Group, we wanted to make sure we highlighted working mothers at MATC. So we decided to do this event so we could recognize and celebrate anybody who's a working mother, and whether they're working at MATC or they were a student, and just say thank you. Thank you because there's many responsibilities that come with being a parent. And we wanted to make sure they felt appreciated and recognized and say, you know what, we see you, we hear you, and we're here for you as well. This event was held last week at the MEC 1 in Oak Creek campus. This week it's going to be here at West and at the downtown campus. And the flow of how the event has been so far is welcoming every individual that comes in, asking if they're a working mom, and if they are, we give them a pin so they can wear it proud to say, hey, I'm at MATC and I'm a working mother. So it's a little gift for them to come. Individuals were also able to pre-register if they wanted to for this event, or else when they come in they can sign in, and that gives them an opportunity to enter a raffle to win one of these amazing MATC Working Moms mugs for them to have and to, of course, showcase as well and enjoy. And we had some treats also in collaboration with Student Life and also another affinity group called Women's Opportunities in the Workplace. To collaborate for the snacks that we offer, light refreshments, so they can enjoy something also to take with them. Each campus has been a little different. Here at the West Campus, there were also little gift bags for them that Student Life sponsored to give to each individual that stopped by. So yeah, each different location has something different to offer. It's a different set of like students or environment. So they have been held in the cafeteria at the downtown campus. They'll be in the M building, so we can cater to the different needs of how many employees or students are at each campus.
Recently, MATC created an affinity group to work on issues that help all parents make sure they feel understood, valued, appreciated, and connected with everyone here at MATC.
This year at MATC, under the Diversity, Equity, Inclusion Office, under the leadership of Eva Martinez-Paulas, she invited the campus and employees to get involved through affinity groups. So we were able to write out our purpose, our goal of any affinity group that we wanted to. An affinity group is more a group of people that have some same characteristics to come together to work on issues or work together on that specific identity. As individuals, we have many identities. So for me, being a parent during, a first-time parent during the pandemic was definitely a different experience. So when I saw this opportunity here to be able to do an affinity group, I thought, why not do something for parents? Whether you're a first-time parent, going to become a parent, a grandparent, foster parent, any kind of person caring for another child or individual, it comes with responsibility. So my co-lead and I, Rosie Lopez, we just said, hey, let's have a voice for the parents here at MATC. So these affinity groups are for employees. more than anything, to make sure we have a voice and a space to come together to connect and network, but also to voice any concerns that we have, because we want MATC to continue being a welcoming place for all of us, and we all have different needs.
That was an amazing showcase for hardworking moms here at MATC during Women's History Month. Don't you agree, Courtney?
You've got that right, Jenna. Now let's go back to our field correspondent, Joe O'Keefe, and see what he has for us in the nail tech and beauty department.
Oh, we're coming back. Hello, thank you, Courtney. And when it comes to being beautiful, there's no better expert than Megan Jackson here, the Barcos faculty, yeah. Now, tell me, what was something that inspired you to go into such a creative position?
So, I am actually an MATC graduate. I graduated from the traditional cosmetology program some years ago. I love this career. It's very innovative, creative, you know, biz, entrepreneurial, and everything else.
Yeah, and give me a little lowdown on what the Barcos does around here.
So we have multiple programs. We have nails, esthetician, barbering, cosmetology, and we also have a cosmetology and barbering apprenticeship.
Wow, that's really cool. And what are some of the equipment the students get to use here?
So in the nail lab, they actually use the pedicure equipment, and this is our spa room. We have a 6-in-1 machine where they perform facials and skin therapy.
Interesting.
We also have waxing where they'll do body waxing. We have makeup where the students perform makeup, paraffin where they do feet and hand dips, and these are our spa beds where they actually perform the facials.
Wow, wow. And I see you got some students here. Can you tell me what they're working on?
These are actually our barber and cosmetology apprenticeship, so they're actually doing theory-based learning today. They actually get their practical training in the field with different sponsored salons. This is our first day of our 8-week session, and we're really just having a lot of fun today.
All right. What are some jobs for after the course is over? What are some things you can look forward to?
A lot of our students go into barbering where they're actually practitioners behind the chair or cosmetologists. These students just expressed to me, a lot of them are interested in color, so they become professional colorists, which is a very lucrative. Our nail techs usually go into a spa or a nail salon setting. And then our estheticians usually go into a spa setting where we actually do have a new associate program where they're on an associate's degree where they can go more into the dermatology clinics.
Wow, that's really interesting. And can you tell me a little bit about the differences between nail and cosmetology?
So the nail program actually is the hourly licensure requirement is shorter. They do just basically learn nails. They learn advanced nail techniques, basic techniques. Cosmetology, they learn it all. They learn barbering, they learn esthetician, they learn nails. And then just with the barbering program, they learn everything that the cosmetologists learn. They just don't learn the nail aspect.
Wow, that's really cool. So if you could give me, like, what are some of your favorite projects to teach in this class?
I really have a passion for apprenticeship because they are hands-on learners. They actually are in the field, so we do have good conversations about advanced styling techniques and coloring techniques. But I also love my traditional beginning students as well because they're so excited to learn the new stuff that it brings the passion out of me.
All right. And could you give me another lowdown on specifically what did the nails do, if you have any knowledge in that?
They use advanced nail techniques, so they mean acrylic dip powder, acrylic nail polishes, advanced foot services, foot massage, masks, things like that.
Yeah. And for cosmetology and a lot of the equipment you guys use around here, what are some of the things that you should look out for when you're joining the course?
Well, in the cosmetology program, they use a lot of blow dryers, flat irons, dryers, like hooded dryers. In this room, they learn how to use the 6-in-1 machines where they actually do light therapy and things like that on the skin. So that's usually interesting to the new students.
Yeah. And if you had to tell me top 5 favorite things about cosmetology, tell me why I should come to this course.
Creativity, entrepreneurship, anatomy, and just overall fun.
Anatomy. Well, that's not something I expected to hear when I was talking about cosmetology and nails, but definitely something to keep in mind when joining this course. And Absolutely fantastic talking to you here. Had a great time learning about everything to do with nails and beauty.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, back to you in the studio, Courtney.
MATC sure has some talented students. I will have to check out the nail department and get a new set started sometime soon. The student producers at MATC are hardworking and know how to showcase their skills effortlessly. As you can see, this very show is proof of their talents and dedication.
My name is Katie Emberton. I'm a first year at the TV program.
My name is Nalisi Lorenzana. I'm a first year in the TV program.
My name is Marcus Gaglione, and I am a second year in the TV program.
My name is Sam Berghammer. I am a second year in the TV program.
My name is Genesis Lopez. I am a second year student at Milwaukee PBS in the television and video production program.
My name is Nit Kai. That's spelled H-N-I-T-K-H-A-I-N-G. I'm a second year in the TV and video production program.
What made me want to join the TV program was definitely just always wanting to know what really goes into making like a movie or, you know, anything on TV. I've always been very interested in like the behind the scenes and the real like effort that goes into it.
So what made me want to join the TV program is my love for movies and TV in general. I want to be an actress, but I thought it'd be good to learn. You know, this is a good first step in learning the technicals and behind the scenes.
What made me want to join the TV program at MATC is I've always been really into filmmaking and film. During high school, I really wanted to get into that industry. Kind of tapered off near the end when I started to lose a little bit of my passion for it, and then I got to a university for a business degree, and turned out I didn't really like it. I wasn't a fan, and I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna just see how it goes. And then I found this program, and it kind of is a simple avenue that gets you experience in a lot of different facets of TV, video, and filmmaking if you're interested in any of those.
The thing that got me interested in the TV program is editing. I wanted to find how to get better at editing and how to get a career into that, and that came from when I was in high school, and I would edit people's videos for their projects.
Being in the TV program has changed me a lot. I feel as though my creativity can take form in a much easier fashion than in the past.
The way that I've changed as a person, especially in this program, is like I've learned to stay more organized and kind of be on top of myself and on top of everything that I do. And I feel like I've grown within the last 2 years mentally, and yeah, it's helped me become a better person overall.
Through this program, I have changed a lot through leadership. Through this program, you get a lot of experience with directing and producing. Even if I didn't want to do that, I personally wanted to do that, but if somebody didn't want to do that, they're thrust into that role no matter what. So I was thrust into a directing and a producing role multiple times, and it has worked out greatly to my benefit. It has improved a lot of traits with social skills, leadership, and things of that nature. So if you ever need a skill like that, this program improved my abilities in that, as well as others that I know.
After I graduate, I plan on looking for different types of opportunities, whether it's in front of the camera, behind the camera, possibly work for a TV station for a while, but hopefully get into get into cinematography, and we'll see where it leads me.
So after I graduate from the TV program, I plan on becoming a professional cinematographer. I want to go on movie shoots all across the world and get some really, really cool footage for really, really cool movies.
Since the dawn of time, people have gazed up to the stars. Be it for navigation or artistic inspiration, the importance of these astral orbs will always be relevant. We met up with UWM's Manfred Olson Planetarium director to learn about the cool events that they're hosting to connect people with the stars, and why she thinks people love to stargaze so much.
I think people love looking up and finding the connections that connect different cultures around the world with themselves today. What makes me spring out of bed in the morning is to see people's excitement, is to see people's aha moments. They learn something new, they get excited about an idea that they hear, the kids, they're so, not just kids though, but grown-ups as well. There's something magical, I think, about the night sky that gets people excited and awed. I love that.
The Planetarium is definitely an awe-inspiring location. With many events happening every month, is there anyone who helps Jean put on these shows?
Yes, UWM students are involved because they make my team. So there's a director, I have an assistant director who is not a student, but everybody else on my team is a student. Most of them are undergraduates, but I even have a graduate student now. And they can show, many of them are designers, some of them are presenters, some of them do tech, a lot of people are involved in our publicity. All that requires a significant amount of work and talent to bring it all together. Last year we had 15,000 people come to our programs. What we did is I worked with one of my film students actually, who put together some of the animations to show, for example, the llama in the sky that we saw along the Milky Way. And what I wanted was to find 4 locations in the tropics, 2 in the north, 2 in the south, that somehow had an astronomical connection.
With a passionate team, stargazing at the Manfred Olsen Planetarium is bound to be a blast for both kids and adults. When can people see this star-studded event for themselves?
We try and have stargazing at least once a month. The pandemic made it hard because the space is fairly small and you can't have a whole lot of people at the same time. But as cases are dropping and the restrictions are being reduced, we might get to do it more often than once a month. Yeah, this event has been popular. Our series, especially during the winter months when people have less to do and it's not so pleasant to be outside, our programs are very well attended. And I do hope that this is an invitation to whoever's watching this to please come and see us. If you just search for UWM Planetarium, our programs will come up and you'll be able to choose what topic is of interest to you and when you're available.
What a cool experience. I'm definitely going to check it out. But speaking of stars, I would love to ask you a few questions about the music program and what it's like, Jennifer. So tell me, what's the music program all about?
Well, the music program is all about finding a passion for music and creating music that you enjoy.
Well, of course. So I know that you play 3 different instruments. How long have you been playing those instruments?
Yeah, so primarily I'm a singer, and I've been singing for as long as I can remember. That's how I fell in love with music. And then I started playing the ukulele first. I started taking lessons when I was in 6th grade. And then I eventually took up the piano. I taught myself the piano and guitar, and I just did that so that I could accompany myself, so that I could play and sing at the same time. And I started taking the piano more seriously once I got to college, and now I'm learning the piano, how to play classically. Yeah. And I'll eventually do the same thing with the guitar, but for now I'm using the guitar and the ukulele to accompany myself while I sing.
Of course. So how has the program benefited you?
Yeah, the program has been a benefit for me because, first of all, it has given me confidence in myself, so it has taught me how to prepare for gigs. It has taught me different genres. So before, I primarily sang classical music, so I was doing opera. I also did a lot of music theater. And then when I came to MATC, I began to do rock and jazz. And I also did more folk, which is what I do at gigs. And then I also gained confidence to start teaching private lessons, which is how I make my income now.
That's really nice. So you run your own business? Is that what you're insinuating?
Yeah, so as soon as I started attending MATC, about a month in, I started doing private lessons in my apartment. And then a few months later, I was given the opportunity to rent a space, and now I lease my own location on my own. And I have a couple of employees who are also students at MATC, and we do private music lessons for people of all ages. We teach voice, piano, guitar, and ukulele, and we're located in Greendale, Wisconsin.
That's really sweet. So what made you choose between MATC versus a four-year university? Why MATC?
Well, first, I did start at a four-year university, but it just wasn't flexible enough for me. I guess what made me choose MATC was I'm someone who wants to do things my way. So I kind of have that entrepreneurial spirit, and four-year universities wanted me to give my all to them right away, and I kind of said, well, I want to give my all to my education, but I also want to start my business right away. And I didn't have time to do that while at my four-year university, so I started attending MATC, which gave me time to start the business. And eventually I do want to go back to the four-year university once the business can run on its own without me.
Wow, you sound very ambitious. Good for you. So through the program, have you had like a mentor, a peer, or a group of students that have influenced you in a positive way?
Yeah, definitely. Well, my primary teacher is Robbie Highway, and she's also the head of the department. She's my piano teacher. She is the teacher of most of my classes. So I would say that she's my biggest mentor. And then I have a couple closer friends, one of them being a friend of mine named Kendra, and she is an inspiration because she kind of walks to the beat of her own drum, and she has taught me to do the same thing. And so seeing her do that and then seeing how Robbie Highway really works hard for what she wants has inspired me to do the same.
That's really nice, and honestly, it comes to show that you have gotten such good influence from the program, and like hearing your story too, that's so inspiring, and I bet like any young musicians who are trying to get started would be very much influenced by you in such a positive way. So thank you, and thank you so much for joining me today in this interview and really sharing more about the program and what it has to offer. I really appreciate it. But I guess it is time to move on and look at our next clip.
So with spring right around the corner, it's never too early to start thinking about going green. That's why Chef Rex is here to bring us a healthy option that we can all enjoy and create however we want. How's it looking, Chef?
Thanks, guys. People have a hard time eating healthy, but don't know where to begin. What better way to start off than with a simple, healthy meal, tossed salad. Salads come in many very different sizes and varieties, but this is the most simple and best way to get you started out. What you'll need is some romaine lettuce, a tomato, diced tomatoes that is, shredded cheese, an onion, a cucumber, a carrot, and your choice of dressing. I've got ranch right here. Also, you're gonna need a separate bowl of cold water, a cutting board, some salad tongs, a knife, and our salad spinner. And most importantly, a pair of washed hands, because bacteria is the #1 enemy in the kitchen. To begin, we'll need to prepare the foundation of your salad. I've got this head of romaine lettuce right here. So you want to start off with cutting it hot dog style, the long way. And then after you've got that, you want to cut off the stem piece and then the end piece. I'm going to take this and put it off the side just so we can have room to work with. Once you've got this cut up, you want to take 1/4 inch slices and just cut that right down. And then once you've got this, we're gonna put the cut lettuce into our bowl of cold water so we can separate the dirt from the leaves in the salad. And you just wanna move it around, just dunk the lettuce, make sure all that dirt is separated and falls into the bottom of the bowl. We'll let this soak for about 10 minutes and wait for all the dirt to go away. While we wait for that, we can get to the additional ingredients. So as you can see, I've got everything cut up already, but we've got this cucumber to go towards. So again, cut this the long way. And we're gonna have these cut in quarters So cut these and just lay it out so you can easily grab it. And make sure when you're cutting these cucumbers, they're in little fine slivers. And this is a very customizable salad. I've got mostly vegetables. It's very vegetarian friendly, but I like to add meat because I'm a meat man. I like chicken in my salad. Now once we've got this cucumber in, diced or cut, I'm gonna put this in my bowl so I can easily dunk it out. Now, I've got a separate bowl of lettuce, pre-soaked, just so we don't have to wait that 10 minutes. And what you want to do is take your salad spinner, open it up, and scoop up this lettuce. Make sure not to dunk it out or anything, because the dirt is already at the bottom, and if you dump it out, all that dirt from the bottom is going to go back onto your lettuce, and it's going to revert all of your progress. And then just put your lid on and start spinning the salad so you can separate that water from the lettuce. This takes about 20 seconds. There's another way of doing this. It's just taking a paper towel and just patting it down. And that takes a bit too long. We've got this to speed up the process. And we're mixing this up so we can separate the water from the lettuce so the oils from the dressing go properly with the lettuce. Now this is well spun, so we're going to take all this and then just put it in the bowl. And you want to go ahead and put the rest of your ingredients in. We got cucumbers and onion. We got carrots and diced tomatoes, cheese and croutons, and last but certainly not least, ranch. Now I love ranch. I'm a rancheroo, okay? I'm a ranch boy. And once this is all in, I'm gonna toss this salad. And that's why they call it tossed salad, because we're tossing this salad. Just make sure to mix everything together well. And voila, there you have it, a tossed salad. Now, hopefully this is a good entry point into your healthy option you can have for your next meal. I'll be digging into this right away. Back to you guys in the studio.
That looked great. I can't wait to experiment and find out what I like in my salad. But now let's look at the week ahead with Courtney in the MATC Minute.
Need a break from your textbooks? We got 2 ways to relieve your stress. Visit the West Campus and the Union to play pool every Monday starting today from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. If you're willing to showcase your talents or looking to unleash your inner Bob Ross, there's a paint and sip event happening today only at the Mequon campus from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Refreshments are provided. In observance of Women's History Month, come learn about 2 fantastic local resources. There will be staff from Advocates of Ozaki and the Gerald L. Ignatz Indian Health Center on campus, along with prizes, coffee, tea, and snacks. Interested in becoming a Gay Straight Alliance member? There will be a GSA meeting held at the Oak Creek Campus Library, inviting students interested in becoming members starting this week, Wednesday, from 4 to 5 p.m. Do you have an eye for beauty? Please join Mequon SGA in the first ever student photography contest. The contest runs from March 21st to April 20th.
Thanks for the info, Courtney. Let's take a look at another lively location here in Milwaukee. Student producer Ariel Campos directs us to Safehouse, where he will see how truly hidden this place can be.
I'm student producer Ariel Campos, and this is another hidden geMKE.
Safehouse. An unassuming doorway has been the entrance to safety for spies and special agents since 1966. Behind the hidden entrance is a world of global espionage and entertainment. Located in the North Front and East Wells, Safehouse became a local unique landmark full of historical references, a cultural icon for hungry spies that are all around the Milwaukee area. From cool secret agents to meet, gadgets, guns, to even priceless pieces of history that is in the Safehouse. Did you know that a very important operative smuggled a piece of the Berlin Wall into the Safehouse when the wall fell? There are numerous of other Safehouse secrets scattered throughout that can only be experienced firsthand. so much confidential information and diverting experiences that you must come and declassify for yourself.
I'll have a chocolate milk, shaken, not stirred. I'm student producer Ariel Campos. This has been another hidden geMKE.
Wow, the Safe House looks like a lot of fun. I'll have to check out this hidden gem sometime with friends. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have left for today. Thank you, Jenna, so much for joining me on the show and co-hosting. I really appreciate you being here.
I love being here, Courtney. Thanks for having me.
Of course. And thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of MATC Now. I'm your host, Courtney Bondar, and I'll see you next week. That was great. You did a phenomenal job.